Hi there. I am Professor Cynthia Esteban, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you to ENG 190. I wanted to make a quick video to orient you to the class, give you some pointers on how to navigate, and then you can get straight to work. So welcome. I am looking at this through the student mode, but it will still look a little different for you than it does for me because I'm facilitating the course. When you come into the class, you'll see the main page and you'll see some announcements here. There's another way that I'd like you to look at the announcements because there's a bit of a glitch in our course shell and that it is not bringing up the latest announcements first on your screen. Hopefully this will be resolved. But in order to find the announcements, hover over course menu, tap on that and it'll bring the drop down box and then go to announcements. And I will leave an announcement for you at the beginning of every module. It'll give you an overview of what we're doing in that module. And then I will also include announcements throughout the course if there's something that I want to share with the entire class, or I might have some insight on selecting a topic, or I might have a tutorial that I want to share with everyone. So I'll do that in announcements as well. If it doesn't populate immediately on your page, you can always go into announcements and find it there. In fact, the My Instructor announcement, where if you'd like to know more about me, it hasn't been populating right away into the course shell. So if you go into announcements, look, it's me in Alaska, you'll be able to read more about who I am and what I am about. So again, the announcements, a quick way to find them, course menu, announcements. The other thing that I wanted to share with you is how to navigate through this course. So very quickly, if I go to course menu, I can see the learning modules. And it's very important that you work through the modules bit by bit and do all of the reading. It will make a significant difference in how well you do in this course, and it will help to alleviate some of your stresses in this course too. Taking an online course, and I know this myself from having taken them in the past and still occasionally taking them now, an online course can be really confusing and overwhelming. But if you go through the modules bit by bit, you follow through all of them and you do all of the reading, you're going to be that much stronger and that much more confident. So let's see, I am going to go into module 1 now. Again, it might look a little different on your page. There's another way too about going through in here on the sidebar. So if I click on module 1, it takes me here, and some of this is just for me, for instance, the facilitation notes. You won't see that, but I'm just going to click on module 1 introduction. You go into module 1 introduction and you read what's going to happen. And then when you get to the bottom, you'll notice that there are these arrows that can take you forward or can take you back. And so this is almost like turning a page in a textbook. So what you'll do is you'll click the arrow to turn the page to the right, and it'll take you to the next part of the module 1 guide, the purpose of research, the importance of research. You read through all of this, read. And then again, you use this arrow to turn the page to go to the next part. So this is how you navigate through the entire course using these little arrows. And if you've forgotten something, in the previous page of the textbook, the online textbook, there is an online textbook in here, but our course shell is almost like a textbook as well. Then you would just hit the back key. As you go through these, it'll also ultimately lead you to work that is due. So one of the works that is coming up due is your first discussion on using research, and it's also an opportunity for you to introduce yourself to your classmates. The last thing that I wanted to share with you in this video is how to use the email. If you have general questions in this course, then I really want you to post them going to this course menu, drop-down box, hit discussions. All of your discussions will populate here. But again, it's really important that you work through the modules and not just jump in and start doing the discussion, because you may have missed something important in one of the readings. So make sure you're doing the readings before you post the discussions. I know you want to score well in this class, so scoring well means that you go through the process of doing the readings before you jump into the discussions. If you have a general question about something that we're doing in class, you can post it to general questions, and either I or someone else in the class will jump in and answer that question for you. So if you send me an email with a general question about the course, I may tell you to go into general questions and post it there, or I might just post into the general questions if I keep getting the same kind of questions, so that everybody gets the answer. If it's something that you need to talk to me about that is specific to your work in this class, then you'll want to send me an email. Please don't post a discussion post that's specific to how well you're doing in the class, or a question about, I don't know, maybe an absence that you're going to have, or, something that's happening in your personal life. Don't put that in the class discussions. You want to email me. And so the email is right here. It looks like an envelope. I'm sure you've seen this before. And if you click on there and you click on email, what's going to happen, it's going to probably populate another screen. And let's see if it does, because I want to make sure you can see. Oh, good. It's going to stay right in this screen where you're seeing now. And then to find me, you can just go ahead and start typing in my name, and it'll immediately go to Vicky Santiesteban, Professor Santiesteban, Professor S, and you will email me through there. Kindly include a subject line. And then this is populated as subject line, but if your subject line is different, please change that. And then also, you are emailing your college English professor, so kindly proofread before you send out that email. Maybe walk away for a minute, make sure your question is clear, and then send the email to me. Treat this as any professional communication in your life. Make sure that you proofread. All right, I'm going to stop. Keep it short and sweet. I am here to answer questions. I will make other videos. I'm excited to learn with you this semester, and I will see you again soon. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.